Okay, today we're going to show you an airsoft view of an AK-74. We're going to give you the range test, shooting test, and the pros and cons of it. And this is brought to you by our airsoft team, the Renegades.
Alright, this here is the DBoys Kalash AK-74. It is the RK-02 model. You will have these hand grips when you first get it. The ones that I have on here, if you can see them, were custom made by us. So don't expect that. When you get this gun, you should get the gun with the black hand grips. You'll get one mag. You'll get this sling, which it's on the better end of stock slings, but it works. There's still better ones out there, but it'll do it fine. You'll get this battery, which I've had a lot of troubles with. When I first got it, it would keep jamming on me because it just wouldn't have the power to pull over the spring. So I'd recommend getting a 9.6 one, which we do have. We'll be using that one for the shooting test.
Our airsoft games typically last between 4 hours, and that battery, the stock battery comes with, would die about by the second or third hour through it.
You'll get this trickle charger. I would recommend replacing that with a smart charger first thing, as well as the battery, because this gun has about 400 FPS. That's what it's advertised at. It shoots really close to that, if anything, maybe slightly over. So, and at that rate, you already should have upgraded to a 9.6. So that would be a good reason why. And then with the 9.6, it'll probably shoot about 800 rounds a minute. With the 8.4, it'd probably shoot
about
600 or 700 rounds a minute, looking more toward the 6. And you also get the manual. Now this gun, it's pretty good made for a stock gun. Tip, CNC, steel. The barrel has been said to be aluminum alloys. However, things like up here where the sight mount is, this upper receiver, the bolt, and the selector switch, and even this back stock are said to be hot metal. It's still pretty good. The stock actually is aluminum, but upper here and stuff is pot metal. The lower receiver is said to be steel, and this isn't your cheap plastic. It's more so on the end of polymer or ABS plastic. I've heard both. I'm not really sure which one it is. These are really durable. I mean, as you can see, you can bend them, but you can't really bend them. But they're pretty durable for plastic. I'd say that they're ABS or polymer. However, we put the wood ones on here. Now the mag is plastic. It feeds really well. I've only had it double feed a few times. It is a high cap, so it's got your wheel on the bottom. It holds 450 rounds. We counted it using a 90 round speed loader. So that is a definite. Now, to shoot this gun, you would have to take off the upper receiver in order to put your battery in. Now, one thing I'll note is that the wire running up the side of the battery has to be facing down. I don't know if you can see that. And you're just pushing it as far as it will go, or until this one falls a little short, and you can connect it. Now this thing can hold up to a 12 volt battery, but it's only rated to a 9.6. Now, a few things I do know about the internal gearbox here is that it has a polymer piston. It has plastic bushings, which aren't the greatest, but at least they're 7mm, which is a plus. It's got a plastic spring guide, not the greatest, but it works with the stock FPS. Just don't upgrade it without fixing that. But everything else is metal inside the gearbox. Pros and cons about this gun are, yes, stock battery is actually pretty decent, but it just doesn't have the juice to turn it over. At least mine didn't. The trickle charger, every stock gun comes with that. It works, but if you get a 9.6, you have to grade your charger because it won't charge 9.6. Other cons are its few plastic pieces on the internals. They're not extremely vital pieces, but they're still plastic and it's never good. The hot hook system is plastic, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't necessarily have to be metal, and the hot hook does work rather well. Pros about it are it does actually have a pretty decent range for an AEG, especially being stock. It shoots about, I can get 130 feet and hit like a man-sized target every time, unless the wind picks up pretty decent, and that's with .25 gram BBs.
We was able to shoot cars at 75 feet with it on semi-automatic mode with 25 grams.
Yes, but
normal playing card.
Yeah, your standard playing card. At 100 feet, I was able to hit it like once, but almost every other time it went like just right around it. So it's got pretty good groupings at 100 feet. 130 feet is probably its utmost furthest accuracy range, but 150 feet is its utmost furthest range. It can't shoot further than that. The one other con is that the mag is plastic. Pro about it is it is high capacity and it does work really well. Other pros are it's almost all metal construction, and another pro is its high stock FPS.
If you're a first timer looking to buy a gun and want to spend around $200, I would highly recommend this gun. You will dominate on the battlefield with it, and it's a great beginner gun, and it's a great advanced person gun. Alright, well, we're going to go outside and do the shooting test at 50, 100, and 150 feet with the gun.
Yeah,
with 25 grams.
I would not recommend it to anybody who's only looking to spend $130, which is how much this gun does cost on Airsoft GI. Great place to buy from them all the time. Because of the battery issues. Most people have reviews with it with a 9.6, so I'm assuming I'm not the only one with that problem.
But,
well, next up comes a shooting test.
We'll see you out there in a second. Alright, this is going to be the AK-74 test at 100 feet. We're not going to do 50 feet because I don't feel like having my back bleed. Semi-auto, then fully auto. Go! Alright, full. Alright. God, it still hurts so bad. Alright, now we're going to do it at 150 feet. Hold on. Alright, this is the AK-74 at 150 feet. Be in mind it's a little windy and we're shooting 25 grams. Yeah, shoot me. Alright, shoot me.